I bet you thought I'd run off, didn't you? I bet you thought I'd run off to Blackpool. Oh! So we had a beautiful day yesterday, and today it's cold. It's cold. In fact, I'm frozen, I'll be honest. I've even put the radiator on. Say hello, T-boy.
Hello, world. Just busy making Christmas cards.
Yes, I've just given him some orders and said, do that. T-boy training's over, and in fact, in the spirit of the festive season, I'm going to put my gloves on a minute while I warm up. So, I am slightly more organised. Slightly more organised than it might at first appear. I have today's agenda. I have a list of things to tell you. I have a list. Look in my book. I decided that the best way to do my brew at tool planning was to do it in a book, and then I can at least keep track of what we've done week by week by week, and then I've got everything in one place because it's all got to be organised when it's me. So, did I tell you I've put the radiator on?
Yes, you
We very, very, very rarely have the radiator on up here. Hi, Sue. What does that say, Sue? I am fine. My schedules have been changed, so I watch on catch up now. That's why you haven't heard from me. Well, that's just not good enough, is it? I think everybody that works on a shift rota, etc., I think you ought to all, I think we'll start a petition. I think you ought to all be allowed to arrange your work schedule around Brew at 2. Oh, in fact, I'm going to fasten that back up. I do find when you wear a hoodie that if you do that and you just tie a, did you like the way that I did that? Adults tie a bow by making a loop and then tying the thing through it. Watch how I tie a bow. You've never seen anything like it in your life. I make 2 loops like that and then knot them together. And I've done it like that from being a kid because I can't do it other way.
last week.
Yeah, so when you've got a hoodie on, you see I can't get this. Can't get this round the fat bit. There's not enough space in it. So I just fasten that bit up and it keeps you warm. So that's me. That's me organised. Visit Cornwall with me loves my northern accent. Apparently I sound like a Blackpool landlady. I have a rolling pin. I can be standing waiting for you to swat you over the head. So I hope you've all had a good week. I've had a very, very busy week. I've got absolutely no idea whether I'm Arthur or Martha today. I could be anything. I mean, I'm bad enough at the best of times, but today it's just all gone. It's just all gone like that. So, first of all, let's gather our composure and start by saying hello and welcome. If you're new in these parts, we are Visit FYLDE Coast. We normally do walking vlogs, history vlogs, local interesting vlogs, etc. Oh, Crispy says, remember to view the stream in 720 high setting. That's a bit technical for us, Crispy. Oh, are we supposed to know how to do that? So make sure, if you are new in these parts, that you've subscribed. And then you'll get all the alerts and all the notifications of all the new content that we make. And right on cue, here comes Trouble.
Oh! I'm after seasonal work.
What's that?
Is it going to rain, dear?
What is that?
What?
On your nose?
It's my red nose.
I can see that, but what actually is it? Because it looks like a top off a bleach bottle.
Don't tell him that. It's my nose. It's my real nose.
It's his real nose.
I'm going to change my name to Rudolph. Carry on.
That Cornwall person. We used to go to Cornwall on holiday, and to be honest, when we moved to Cleveland, we did a bit of a wibble wobble and very, very nearly went to Cornwall. If it had been a lot easier and a lot nearer, we probably would have done. So just look what you missed. Why have I got the gloves on? Well, Visit Cornwall, you know what they say. Cold hands, warm heart, and even in the middle of summer my hands are always freezing. So I normally wear my gloves when I'm cold. I'll warm up in a minute. When I start laughing, I'll warm up. And Mark Wilcock.
Does that go for me with my cold hand?
Yes, Mark Wilcock is new on the live chat. Well, good afternoon, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Welcome, and fasten your seatbelt for a bit of a giddy afternoon. The one with the red nose is the husband. Anybody else that's new?
It's Rudolph.
Rudolph is the husband. He's tea boy in training because he very rarely makes a cup of tea. We're all bats, which is why there's a bat hanging above me there. Because Brew at 2 spells bats, and it's a nice shorthand. If you want a mug, the link for it is in the description underneath the video. Once you've got a mug, it gets you on the bat map. And as you can see, there are lots of us. I was going to say something else then, and it's gone just in the little bit of time it took me to say that. Yes, so make sure that you've given it a like. There's 77 watching currently, 6 minutes in, and we've only got 21 thumbs up. So make sure you get the liking. There you go. So anybody that's new, feel free to join in. We are all one big happy family. Oh, that's what I was saying, wasn't it? The old one, T-Boy, is the dad, and he's the one who does make all the drinks.
The old one?
Yes, the old one. Elderly one. The elderly and vulnerable one is the dad. So, loads of new subscribers as well. So that's where I was going next. Because something really odd has happened in the last week or so. We've had a few new videos recently. Oh, here we go.
Don't let me interrupt you. Carry on.
What have you got in your other hand?
Glasses. You thought I was going to surprise you, didn't you?
We've had...
I want a new job.
Go on then.
I want a promotion to assistant tea boy.
Why?
Because I can make drinks now.
Yeah, but you don't do it very often.
Oh, that's why I can be an assistant.
And you only get that badge when you've actually made some. In the last week or so, we've had a little bit of a blow up. Apparently, Stephen Cheatley brought Visit Cornwall with me here, which is very good because he was on my patch, wasn't he, at the weekend? He was in Cleveland. I've suggested that we ought to do a double hand in. I'll do him a guided tour because he missed a lot off. I need to educate him and take him round Cleveland on a nice day. Ella Bat is in hospital, so she might be watching it live if indeed there is an internet connection. Anyway, so I go blank a lot as well. New subscribers. Yeah, if you're one of the new subscribers that's joined us in the last couple of weeks, then a big welcome. And I wish I knew what I'd done, and then I could do it again, because I've had a few videos recently that have gone quite sort of giddy. And one last week, well, one a fortnight ago, from the Blackpool Central development, when I looked at lunchtime, was on 41,000 views. So I was quite impressed by that. I thought I'd done really well, even though I got absolutely no idea what I'd done. So if you're one of the many new subscribers that's joined us as a result of that video, then hi, welcome. This is when we get all a bit giddy. Crispy thinks it's the driving videos and 3 go to. When we do 3 go to, it's me and my 2 T-boys.
They're not as popular as yours.
All gets a bit silly. So yesterday's new video was what's happening this week in Blackpool. And every couple of weeks I do a what's new in Blackpool video, and I go for a little walk round because there's all kinds of things happening all over the resort. There's always something different to see. And it was absolutely beautiful yesterday in Blackpool. I went a bit later than I normally do because I'm normally setting off from here at sort of oh, not much gone 9 o'clock in the morning. So I went a little bit later, and waited until the streets had aired a little bit. I'm just going to wind my questions back up a bit, because there were quite a few that people were asking, and I wanted to answer. Right, so I waited until the streets had aired, and then off I went, and I had a lovely day in the sunshine in Blackpool. It was gorgeous. And then this morning we've got up to a pea super. I mean, you can see that's not fancy film on the window, that's the sky outside. And it's been wet,
Foggy.
dank, foggy and gloomy and cold today. So I picked my day wisely. You've got to pick your days carefully when you go out vlogging. You've got to be careful. So I got some shopping while I was in Blackpool. I got some shopping. I'm going to show you what I bought. Now, you may remember that last year I bought a new cover for my chair, because this one that I invested in from the great shopping emporium of Poundland is going through. My chair underneath it is in holes. We're not out to live. We're not out to live. So I've invested in a new chair cover from the great metropolis of Poundland. Although I must say, this one doesn't seem to have a bell on it, which is a bit shabby. So I think what I might do is cut the pom-pom off, turn it over. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll take this off and I'll show you the hole in the stuff underneath. I think I might put them both on and have a double layer of wadding. So this is my chair underneath it, look. Isn't it a shame? 1, 2, 3. Oh, poor Jane. So I think I'll have both of them on, and then give it a little bit more protection. It's not actually that old, this chair, either. I've not had it that long. So I got some Santa hats. I got the last 2 Santa hats in Poundland while I was there, so that I've got some spare ones for anybody who turns up to the Christmas lights switch on next week without one. Because I do have my own bag of Santa hats. I've got various different styles. I've got one with a bell on, which is good because then everybody knows where I am. And then I particularly liked this. I saw this when I was on my travels and I just had to buy it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me take the label off and then you can see it properly. Let me get the scissors. Make sure I cut the label off and not the hanging tag. Are you ready? I thought this was just absolutely so perfectly apt for my life in general. I'll try not to cut my hanging tag. Are you ready? You'll love this. Oh! Now I've got my gloves stuck in my loop. You ready? Drum roll and fanfare. Pigs might fly. Is that not just the cutest little flying pig that you ever did see? It's an expression that we use quite often at rabbit towers, and it's not something that we normally see happening. So in future, when I say pigs might fly,
Jane,
yes, they may.
what do you fancy for tea tonight? I'll cook.
Pigs might fly. Pigs might fly. And on the subject of food and the fact that my cardigan won't go around me, I also bought a new belt off the reduced tracking TK Maxx. Put my jeans on yesterday morning when I went out. I didn't notice until I came home actually, but it's a Levi's one as well. It was from TK Maxx, Becky. It was just that little one piggy, and I just thought it was so pretty. So I put my jeans on yesterday morning when I went to Blackpool, and the belt had literally come apart. It was in pieces. So I thought, well, that's not very good because I'm going to end up with my breeches dropping down here. So I went in the cupboard to get another one. Now I've got several belts collected over, well, a large adult lifetime. There wasn't another one in the cupboard that fit me. And when I say fit me, I mean they were all too small and they wouldn't go down me. So I had to buy a new belt in order to hold my breeches up. So I've well, let's put it this way. I put it round me to make sure in the shop, because you've got to be careful, haven't you? And we were somewhere here around the last house. It's your fault, because you're all making me eat fish and chips. I blame
Forcing.
you.
Forcing.
So we'll answer some questions before we move on now. I'm starting to warm up now, you'll be pleased to know. Luke M says, would I recommend living in Cleveland? Absolutely. Absolutely. Couldn't recommend anywhere any better. Eric's lost his glasses. I'm saying nothing because I can never find my glasses. And oh, where's it gone? Where's it gone? I've lost it. Somebody said it was Christine. When are we doing 3-go skating?
3-go to Vic.
2-go skating and 3-go skating and 2-go to the Vic. I think that might be. Yesterday, while I was in Blackpool, I did actually ask them. There was a guy with a sweeping brush.
We've got trouble
And it
standing up
was.
without eyes.
I've already looked in there, aren't I? And he was sweeping the ice and polishing it and tidying it up. And I said to him, "Is this open today?" I didn't think it was. He says, "No, love, it's open on Thursday." Or I would have had to go. T-Boy, no way on this earth would he stand up on a pair of skates. T-Boy in training, broken bones all the way. Visit Cornwall with me says, can I ask, when you make videos, do pedestrians wonder why you talk to yourself on your camera? Well, I prefer, and here's a tip for all you would-be YouTubers out there, I prefer using my phone to make cameras because I know that it's reliable and I know that I'm going to get a good result from it, and the picture quality, I have to say, is second to none. The only downside of it is that it's rather large, and when you're walking around with your camera like that, I use a tripod grip. It's actually a Joby one, and the legs bend and wobble, which is good because you can fasten it to railings and benches and things. So when I'm walking around with that in my hand, I look a little bit inconspicuous, and I must say I do feel a little bit self-conscious. And then you get people shouting, "Hello, Jane!" and "I watch you," and "Oh, it's that woman," which is always nice. I'm starting to get to a point where I don't flinch quite as much. At first I found it very discombobulating. I went all shy.
Shy my foot.
Dazza says, the Starflyer and Jane don't mix. Well, I would just feel really sorry. Really sorry for anybody that happened to be stood in firing distance for the vomit that came down, raining from above in a shower. And Aldo thought that the supermarket 3-go tour was hilarious. Well, we've not. I'll tell you now something, shall I, Aldo? We have more planned. We have a list of places that we want to go to. We haven't been out for a couple of weeks because number one, it's done nothing but rain. And number two, we've got quite a few things to do and get done before our Christmas season begins, which it begins at the weekend. I'm warming up. I'm getting warm. So we are, well, we're razzing quite a bit this month. I'm not promising that there'll be videos because most of them are with our friends, which will be very silly. Visit Cornwall with me says, do I make videos when it rains? Not if I can help it. Well, number one, I don't want to end up with my sort of a grand plus worth of iPhone 13 Pro knackered. And number two, it's not really very interesting, is it, watching somebody walking around in rain? It's a bit miserable. So I try to do it when it's sunny, which gets a bit challenging at this time of the year. So I think that answers most of the questions. Aldo says, will 3-go skating be funnier than 3-go to the supermarket? Define funny.
Definitely.
Define funny. Andy says, I'm pixelated. Andy, I felt pixelated a while. It's a medical complaint that we all seem to suffer from in Cleveland. And no, I'm not. And no, I'm not going on the Starflyer, Joanne. I watched it yesterday. Bearing in mind that last winter, when it was in residence, I was in the Vic tending to my darling mother. So I didn't see it at all. I didn't see it in the flesh. I just saw it on Facebook, etc. So I started filming it yesterday. I filmed it going up to the top, and then it went round and round, and I had to put my camera down because it was making my neck ache. And it honestly, it went round and round and round and round and round, and I looked at it and I thought, well, if that's how many revolutions you get, there's no way on this earth I'm going on that. I thought it would have just gone up to the top, spun a couple of times and come back down, but no, you get your money's worth. You get your money's worth in Blackpool, you do. Frankie, I won't quite call it Christmas markets. The cabins on the seafront, I mean, it's really lovely, but I don't want you to come thinking that it's Christmas markets, because it's not really. It's food and drink and some gifts. Very good, very good. I said to these when I came away, it makes you feel.
What do we?
Kevin's sort of looking at me, waiting for my pronouncement. I says it makes you feel fizzy. Fizzy, that's the word.
Did I not say that me and Mr. Mascot were going up the flyer?
Eric?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently he's up for it, yeah.
Are you going on a date with Kevin then, Eric? Would you go up it?
Oh, yeah.
You liar!
I would, absolutely.
You would not.
Bicycle clips and everything round bottom of my trousers, no problem.
What, the guy who wanted to come down from top of Blackpool Tower?
You don't have to tell him that.
I think he's kidding, Eric. I think he's kidding.
He's not. He said he would, look. Yeah, there you go. Told you. He's just going to let me know when he's next coming over to Cleveland.
No, you don't need to get as far as Cleveland. You can meet him in Blackpool.
I'll meet him in Blackpool then. It's not a problem.
Aldo's got 2 extra people with him today. Can I give a big hello to Helen, who wants to become a bat?
Hello, Helen. Oh, sorry, it was you.
And his granddaughter.
Oh,
I think that's supposed to say Willow. Who is
Willow.
off school poorly today, but watching Brew at 2. Hello, Willow. Now, Helen, do you really want to become a bat?
Oh.
This was from Peggy. I think it's really lovely, this. I've sat at the side of my computer. I'm terrible, aren't I?
I've all caught up with my emails. Keeping
Were you in Blackpool on the
to it, Eric
18th?
and Kevin. There you go.
18th or 19th. Can he take your camera on the Starflyer?
Yes.
He can take his own camera on the Starflyer, because knowing him, he'll drop
Break
mine.
it. All you need to bring is a change of clothes for me.
And a
And
plastic
then
bag
I'll
to
find
put
some-
them in.
Suitable change rooms.
And then now.
Toilet talk again.
There you go. Calderdale says £50 to the Cleveland Fund if Kevin goes on the Starflyer.
I will give you £50 myself.
Well, toilet paper on that subject.
It's not
on
that
that
high, is it?
subject. Oh.
Flyer, is it? Do you think I could do it?
No.
Anyway, I've got a
You
bone to
took
pick.
them with you.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
I didn't order them.
Well, we keep getting all these toilet rolls, and I go to use them, and you no, can't use them. It's for Brew at 2.
So
been-
this week when our shopping came,
I've been plaiting my legs for a week.
excuse us to anybody that's new to Brew at Tour, all you loads and loads of new subscribers. But we quite like a little bit of toilet talk on Brew at Tour, don't
No, we
Kevin?
like a lot of toilet talk.
We like a lot of toilet talk. I have a full collection of toilet talk joke books. This one really is full of shit jokes because they're not funny.
I wrote that.
Today I shocked the postman by opening the door in a horror mask. I don't know what surprised him most, the mask or the fact that I know where he lives.
Yeah.
I need to think about it for 5 minutes.
Don't get any better.
How do you stop a dog from barking in the morning? Take away its alarm clock. They're not funny, are they?
No.
I think I want a refund for that one. It's not funny. It's not funny, that one. Anyway, toilet rolls. So, this will not make a lot of sense to people that are new to this, but for a few weeks now, we've been talking about toilet rolls and the fact that there's a general deterioration in the quality of what we are being palmed off with. And this week, our usual toilet rolls were swapped. We normally buy Charming, which have gone down the pan. Down the pan!
Literally.
Considerably. Would you like to get a chair, Kevin? There's one behind you.
Oh yes, and
Then you'll have to have to sit
it's
on
got
your
stuff
knees.
on.
Well, you can put it on the
Can I
floor.
put that? Yeah.
Don't lose the stuff.
So we got a packet of Andrex. So I thought,
I like Charming.
while we've got a packet of Andrex, we shall dissect it on.
The only thing I don't like
what
about
tool?
Charming is them little bubbly bits it leaves on your bum. That is fine.
So I've saved them for you. I've saved them for you. Yeah, Julie's going to have to watch it on catch up. Jule loves a bit of toilet talk, she does. So you can use these.
Oh, thank
You can use some of them,
God for that.
but not all of them.
Now,
Ooh.
wait
No, when you've been on Starflyer.
Oh,
Now then, they've got bubbly bits on them. Look, they've got all bits coming off. They've got a ripple. Are you ready? Oh, Visit Cornwall with me says, women use more toilet paper than men. I beg to differ.
did you have to say that?
I beg to differ. You walk past the bathroom and you can hear, you know when on television when you see the kids and they're going like that, you can hear them doing
Has anybody had the conversation about do you blow your nose on toilet paper or do you use handkerchiefs?
Yes, exactly.
So anyway, I started using. Sorry, I need to get my 5p thing. I started using handkerchiefs and was told I was using too many handkerchiefs. I said, well, you stopped me using the toilet paper.
And if you saw the colour that he gets them, I think he cleans the floor with them. I think he cleans the floor with them.
I'll go and get behind your desk, let me tell you.
So the Andrex
What do you
one
do with yours?
has got. I can tell you. The Andrex one has got wavy lines on it, and that actually feels softer and a bit stronger.
I like Charming because it's got that little teddy on.
Well, this one's got Andrex written on it. I don't think that one
Yeah, but
feels
it's
bad
not got
at
a
all.
little teddy on, has it?
Anyway, bear with us because the toilet roll story has got potential, I find, because I've got an idea for a feature for next year. But we'll not do that until after Christmas.
You can't do that live. Can you? It'd be like stargazing. Have you seen Uranus?
It's bigger than Mars. I can remember learning that at school.
Oh, is Uranus bigger than Mars?
I can see him going red.
Oh, I can't do this live on YouTube.
Visit Cornwall's on my wavelength.
Why?
There are 2 sides to toilet paper if you want it to last longer. Nice one.
Have you tried washing it? Definitely not with whites anyway.
Marius says, me and my wife are unemployed. We can't afford to buy presents.
To what?
To buy presents. I presume you use the Radio Times then, dear.
Oh dear. Any more?
One
One sheet? Who's that? Oh.
Visit Cornwall with me, says one sheet per wipe. I shout out to the wife. Oh, I'm getting warm now. Can you see me warming up? I told you I'd warm up
I'm
when I
not
started.
surprised
laughing.
it's steaming up. I mean, that's not right, is it? Look. Look at the size of that to my hand. Don't throw that away because we can stick it to... we can sellotape it to end.
Last word goes to Frankie, who says Andrex. It's too expensive. for the working class, but he goes the extra mile and buys Aldi recycled. Well,
Recycled Aldi?
well, next year,
How do they recycle it?
Frankie. Next year, Frankie, we're going to do a thorough and proper assessment, and we're going to work out which is the best value toilet roll for money, with live demonstrations produced by T-Boy in Training.
Is that just, have you just used that to wipe your eyes?
Yeah.
Because what you don't want is you don't want that happening, do you? You don't want that happening. I use this little bit to blow my nose now.
Oh, goodness me, it'll all end up down your dram. So, anyway, speaking of hysteria, which is, I think, pretty much the direction that we were just about to start to go down.
There's still some life left in that.
It's been a bit of a hysterical week this week. Oh, God, he's falling off the chair.
Well, it's getting warm, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting warm now. Because I need to get my drum roll machine. Just a second. Are you ready?
What's happening? What's happening?
I've not told you this before because it's been top secret. But touch wood, and hold on to it tightly. We're hoping that when we do the Christmas switch on next week, gather round, that there'll be some proper Christmas lights.
Oh,
Speak up.
There'll
be some proper Christmas lights.
Proper Christmas
in
lights.
Cleveland.
That'd be lovely.
So
It's
either that,
it's never over till the fat lady sings. Or...
exactly. Either that, there will either be proper Christmas lights next. Well, probably either and or Christmas lights next week, and me in a straitjacket having had a complete nervous breakdown, because I tell you something, it's just about getting ready for pushing me to that point. I think that's a bit big.
You've got a big head.
So that's what we're doing next Thursday.
Ho, ho, ho.
What Kevin doesn't know yet is that it's going to be Girl Friday.
Again?
In a skirt.
Again? Only if I can wear them blue shoes.
And fishnets.
With high heel.
And fishnets.
Mm.
And he's going to be doing loads of running about and chasing up and sorting things out. Who's switching them on? Well, Jenny. Therein lies the story.
Mm.
But I think it might be...
Somebody you might know.
Yes, exactly.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
It's got a big belly and a red heart.
Narrows it down a lot, doesn't it? So that's what we're doing on Thursday. On Saturday, we're going to see the Capricorn Singers in concert at St Andrew's Church in Cleveland. Apparently tickets are still available if anybody wants to come along.
I've not seen Liz sing.
I've not.
No? Did they know?
No.
Did they know about our Liz?
Yeah, so our friend Liz, who is a beekeeper extraordinaire, can also sing.
It's very clever.
Yeah, she's a woman of many talents, is our Liz.
Did an excellent talk
Yes.
about bees.
Yes, she did the
It's
talk
our last
at
meeting.
the Russell Beach group last week. It was very good, very, very interesting. So she's a member of the Capricorn Singers Ladies Choir, and they're doing one of their Christmas concerts at St Andrew's Church in Cleveland. So we're off to see that on Saturday. And then on Sunday, it's the Christmas fair at St Teresa's Church on St Teresa's Avenue in Cleveland. And the T-Boys will be there.
We'll be there.
Signing autographs.
Yes. I've not learned to write yet, but I can put an X. And
Signing autographs.
I can sell things.
We'll be doing selfies and meet and greets. So if anybody wants to come to that, you're very welcome. And then on Monday,
we're selling toilet rolls from our very own stock at 50 pence each.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
On Monday
was a
afternoon,
joke.
we're going razzing at the venue. So we're going to party afternoon
Again,
on Monday.
too many parties, isn't there?
There will be by the time Christmas
Gonna be
comes,
exhausted.
which is very good. It's fully booked now, so if anybody wants to come to that, you've had it. But on a Monday afternoon, they do a mass Christmas party, so it's sort of a closed event. So you get your Christmas dinner to start off with, and then there's an entertainer on and singing and dancing and bingo and all that kind of stuff, and it's really good fun. So all our Russell Beach group are going to that, so that'll be good. And then on Thursday it's the switch on, and then on the following Monday it's the beach clean, and then on Tuesday it's Care for Cleveland.
Oh, it wasn't. Yeah, beach clean. I was
Yes.
looking forward to the last one that you got called off.
Yeah. And then week after, we've got more parties.
When are we cleaning up in Cleveland?
13th.
Have you just said that?
Yeah. Don't listen, does I?
Because to have our bats, hopefully, will be coming
Yes,
to that.
Andy's coming to that, aren't
Yes,
you, Andy?
my mate Andy.
I was only thinking today, Kevin and Daniel, while we've been sorting all this Christmas stuff out. Do you know, it's been really lovely. Has anybody watched I'm a Celebrity? Has anybody watched I'm a Celebrity? Because when they were sat, I don't know whether you two registered this, when they were sat on the sofa, when Jill and Owen were sat on the sofa at the end, and they asked them what they'd got out of it and what they'd found the best aspect of being on I'm a Celebrity. And they said that the friendship and the sense of community and the way that they'd all worked together and they'd all pulled together was the thing that they'd really enjoyed. And as they said it, I think it was Jill that said it, as they said it, I thought, that's what life's like in Cleveland. Did you?
It is.
Or did you not register?
I didn't register it, but
You
it
didn't
is.
register. So this week,
We've always said we've got a good community.
today, Kevin's been on a magical mystery tour. He's been to fetch a key to get into the top of the clock shelter from the council.
They let me out.
Yeah, and in doing that, he needed to speak to Daniel about something. So Daniel sorted out what Kevin wanted. Kevin did it, and then between them, they're going to go and put the lights up when they need to. So anybody that wants to leave anything for Cleveland's town centre can leave it at Phillips Jewellers, which is Daniel. And I just thought to myself, it's nice that we've got a younger man involved, because he'd also had a ladder.
You would.
Meet you later, Daniel, round the back of the bus station. Daniel had also taken a ladder, opened the latch to the clock shelter, stuck his head through the hole and had a look to see what we needed for this light that we need. And I just thought it was nice that we got another young man.
Another young man.
Capable of...
Another young man.
Well,
Well,
all right then. We got a young man who was
man.
capable of doing something like that.
Absolutely.
And so, you see, when Andy joins us, that'll make 3.
I helped him out earlier on.
Yeah.
The other day, I held the ladders while he climbed up the plant potting tree.
Exactly. So there you go. So that's what you can be part of if you come and volunteer. But don't worry, you know me. I will be going on and on and on and on and on and on and on about this until the end of time. That wasn't a significant cough. That was just me clearing my throat. And we will be recruiting for new volunteers in the new year. So anybody,
the more the merrier.
Yes, and we don't want people
We can do this in real life.
Exactly. We don't need people that have got particular skills. We just need some people who want to join in and be part of this in real life and contribute to a greater whole. So that's your only qualification. And if you've got any tranquilizers that I can take, that would be an added advantage, because I think at this rate I'm going to need some.
Why? Don't ask questions. It's a drink.
Well, let's put it this
It's a
way.
drink.
This is my list of things that I've got to do immediately that this is finished. I've got a pile of post down there that you're going to take to the post office.
I've done mine. Done my jobs.
I've got to sort out an MPAN number for the electricity supply for the lights in Cleveland's, which I'd never even heard of until last week. And all by sort of 4 o'clock, at which point these two will start saying, "What are we having for tea?"
Go on, because I know what we're having. It's all pretty done.
She loves me.
Don't worry.
She loves me not.
So, anyway, that neatly leads me on.
So we've got any volunteers for the town centre then?
Andy's keeping quiet, but we know where you live.
Anybody that's near Cleveland's that wants to join in the town centre work or beach cleans, post now.
You'll have to wait because there's a delay on it. I'm keeping him quiet for 5 minutes waiting for answers to come up.
Just me and you, Andy, then.
Yeah, you, Andy and Daniel.
Oh, give me that.
I'm getting warm.
Give me that. She's getting hot.
I'm getting warm. I'm getting warm. I've upgraded look to a long-sleeved frock.
Let me take that. Proper gentleman.
Which sleeves I'm going to pull up.
I'll hang it up for you. What?
Scams. We like to make sure that we keep all our bats safe, and according to the scam tally, we are now up to 98 million. 98 million! Just think what we could do in Cleveland with that.
Oh, I've had some more today.
Have you?
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, well, that's no good, is it? So I think we've done quite well in a year to raise 98 million. Anyway, today's...
£449 it was.
How many?
£449.
That's no good.
From eBay.
That's no good. I've had an email this week which merely says your one item is successfully confirmed. eBay bills debts.
There you go.
Confirmation sent to Jane at rabbitdesign.co.uk, which is the first flag because that's not the email address that I use now.
No.
And it says your order is placed and on its way. You can reach us on a toll-free number to confirm or cancel your order.
That's the one.
That the one?
I have that one.
I've had numerous versions of that, and the first time I received it, I did actually look at it and wonder whether or not it was actually real. And then I realised that it wasn't. We've had
a lot of volunteers, haven't we?
Yeah. Thoughts of you. And then I also get, I don't know whether you get these where you live, but we get these emails in Lancashire, and they're from an organisation called In the Know. And I'm just looking at Visit Cornwall with me's comment, who says never open an email that doesn't know your full name but starts it with your email address instead. That's no given. That's no given. You just got to be suspicious.
I never open Jane's. It's too obvious.
It's too obvious there's a job being closed. So you might have a similar thing where you live. And this is the public services that use this. So it's police, NHS, etc. Mostly police messages that come. And they're quite interesting, actually. Get loads of stuff from it. And it says, new figures revealed that victims of online shopping scams lost on average £1,000 per person during last year's festive shopping season. And ActionFraud is the email address that's in the description underneath. In the description under all our Brew 2 videos, there is an email address to forward emails to, and there's a text address to forward texts to. So if you get anything that is spurious, just send it on, and then the more reports that they get, they know where to look and what's kind of bubbling under and what needs shutting down. So ActionFraud has shown that shoppers across England, Wales and Northern Ireland were scammed out of 15.3 million.
Wow.
Between November 21 and January 22, that's 3 months. Even I can wear that time. Yeah, 3 months. And the age group most likely to fall victim, surprise, surprise, was 19 to 25-year-olds.
I can believe that.
Yeah, because they're trigger happy and they
Yeah.
think everybody's... You see, we're all suspicious.
You
We've
see-
all been round the block
You
and
see,
we all...
we're of the generation where we look for reputable brands, and all these youngsters are into all the... Doesn't really matter. Online shopping is what it is. Just buy from anywhere.
Scams ranged from one shopper losing more than £150 trying to purchase a mobile phone on social media to another being duped out of more than £7,000 during an attempted online camper van purchase. Meanwhile, another victim
Imagine getting that
lost...
through letterbox.
Exactly. Meanwhile, another victim lost almost £500 when trying to buy shoes on a social media platform, and a fourth lost £145 trying to make a similar purchase.
£500 for shoes?
That's a lot, even
For
by my
shoes?
standards, that. So, what do they recommend that you do? Set up two-step verification. That's where you get a text. You're buying something and your computer sends you a
Or an email.
text or an email, and you have to click that link to make that one work.
We're doing that Brenda thing and Keith again, aren't we?
Use random passwords.
Oh, that's most important.
Yeah. So you've got letters, numbers and characters, and never use the same one on different websites, because if they get one, they've got them all. Choose carefully where you'll shop. Research online retailers, particularly if you haven't bought from them before, to make sure they're legitimate. Pay securely. Use a credit card. That is golden rule number 1. Now, I can't say I'm a big fan of credit. We had a bit of it, didn't we, Kevin, when we first got married?
Credit?
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Little bit of credit. Little bit of credit. So this is my credit card. I'll show you the back of it.
You couldn't really do a podcast, you, could you?
No, I just
Because
talk too much and I
your
wear
arms
hands now.
are...
So I have a envelope in my drawer, which has got my credit card in it with my finger over the TV number on the back. And I don't take it out. I don't use it for anything other than buying online. And I always account the money as having been spent when I spend it, rather than waiting for the bill to come and then getting a nasty surprise. So even if you don't like credit cards in principle, if you're going to buy online, you need a credit card. You can just pay it all up. Pay it all up in one go. And then leave it on my thing. What are you laughing at?
Eric.
Plaited sawdust. 24 carat. So, the crux of it being that if you do get scammed, and I was scammed once, if you do get scammed, you can get the money back from the credit card company. If you use your debit card, they can just clear your account. So be careful.
Don't buy Lego from China.
Yes, exactly. That might have been me.
Mentioning no names.
But looking straight at me.
Yeah.
So there you go. So just be careful. I know we're all supposed to be adults, but if you'd been listening to the toilet talk conversation
Really?
a quarter of an hour ago, you could easily doubt that.
I'm not growing up.
Yes, exactly. Daz in 1972 had a phone call from the bank the other day saying that he owes £1,000 and isn't even with that bank. But what they do, you see, is they do potluck and they make that
Exactly.
many calls. At some point, they will get somebody who is with that bank who will press 3 or whatever they're supposed to do, and we'll end up with the wrong thing. Yeah, so there you go. So that's that.
Birthdays.
Birthdays. You can read. You can't write, but you can read. So we don't have any new bats this week, and we don't have any fish and chips until
They open. That's another story.
you've seen this week's Fish and Chip Friday. which does have a little bit of a twist to it. A little bit of a twist and a funny story. Because my GoPro, I'd got the GoPro on its little, this one that we did the coffee fund for.
Technology.
Yeah. I'd got it on my little tripod. It's very clever, this little tripod. So I've got it at the other side of the desk. I've got the line of view set up. I got it all ready to rock and roll. So I'm sat where you're sat. Pressed the button on top to record while I was eating the fish and chips. Finished the fish and chips, looked at it to make sure I got the video, and what would you think? There was no video.
Do you know what I'd have done there?
Might have said something
Have
rude.
another. Wait,
I'd have done a take 2.
I couldn't have possibly. I couldn't have possibly. Yeah, there you go, you see. Gren's partner got the same phone call, and he is with the bank.
Yes.
And because of the scam advice, he told him to put the phone down and ring the bank, and they knew nothing about it.
Well done.
Well done, Gren. You see, we talk a load of rubbish at times. Sometimes some of it is useful.
You've just got to filter out the toilet talk from the useful bits.
Absolutely.
But toilet talk's quite useful sometimes, isn't it?
Toilet talk's very useful, and when we get to the assessment of which toilet paper to buy,
That'll be really helpful.
that will be really useful. We could all end up saving quite some money, couldn't we?
And I'm really looking forward to being able to use toilet rolls at some stage in future.
So, birthdays. Oh, just a minute before we move on. I think I could just do one or two.
Did you tell them I'd put cork up in signboard as
Oh
well?
no!
I've been out in
You know
Cleveland
the cork that turned into a £500 Krups espresso. Espresso
That's
machine.
easy for you to say.
Well, he's done that as well, so he's got that all organised.
Just need to get my gold out and sprinkle it with a little bit of gold.
Yes. Yes, so he's been in spray glued it. Visit Cornwall with me says, can you send a GoPro video to your mobile via a memory card and then upload it to YouTube because my laptop doesn't have the memory? Yes. So you use your GoPro with an app called GoPro Quick, and one talks to the other, and it downloads it from there to there.
I've never been quick.
And then I upload from there onto the Tinterwebly. So there you go. That's how you do it. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Birthdays.
Birthdays.
It's a
no,
good job I'm
no,
here.
No,
Not birthdays.
The drum roll is still appropriate because if you remember, we started doing employee appraisals for Kevin, didn't we, some weeks ago?
Assistant T-boy.
This employee.
Did you tell him that you think I'm like
Owen.
Owen off her? She thinks I'm like Owen off her.
Not in the muscles. Never mind.
Did you see when he came out and he didn't realise that Chris Miles had been taking Mickey out of him?
This employee is depriving a village somewhere of its idiot.
I'd be proud to have these on my CV.
This employee should go far. The sooner he starts, the better.
I'm going to speak to my union rep.
And on the subject of him looking like Owen, he's got a full six-pack, but he lacks the plastic thing to hold it all together.
This is just rude. How can you insult me live on air? To know him is to love him. Go on, shoot me, shoot.
If you see two people talking and one looks bored, he's the other one.
It happens to me a lot.
Oh dear, there's some of them left. I'll save them for another day.
Yeah.
I'll save them for another day when he's been annoying me. You got that bit of paper? That one
Do
square.
you want me?
No.
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 Oh.
Right, birthdays.
If ever you offer a lady a handkerchief, make sure you've got a clean one.
Yes, make sure it's not as dirty as
Find a
one
lady
that Kevin's
first.
putting in the bin. Right.
Birthdays.
Birthdays.
Oh, thank God for that.
Dominic in the Isle of Man, who is Brian's son in the Isle of Man, who we waved to from here. His birthday is on the 1st of December, which is Thursday. And then we need a double drum roll for this one. Are you ready?
Oh, man.
On Saturday,
It's me, man.
stand up and take a bow. It's Brenda Swallow's birthday. No, did I say Saturday then? Friday the
Friday.
2nd. Friday the 2nd of December. It's our Bren's birthday. So we'll be there to share it with you. And then on the 6th of December, it's Andrea Molson's birthday in Conway. So happy birthday. Happy birthday to all our bats. And then we've got a little bit of an apology because on the 27th of October, it was Kathy Bassett's birthday and I didn't get that one until last week. But Kathy, you will be pleased to know that I've put you on the calendar. So you'll be there for next year. So that's it. That's it for today. So I will sort Kevin's post out. And yeah, that's what we call the Marcus, Bren.
Are you gonna put your funny glasses on now and do that thing?
I am. Are you ready? It's been a pleasure.
Did all the newcomers watch to the end because we get a finale?
Always a pleasure, never a chore. We've got
Finale.
113 still with us.
113.
113.
How many's awake?
well, I'm talking.
If you're awake, say yes. No, they're all asleep.
So we will finish as is customary with our usual swan song. So from memory, are you ready? Smiling is infectious. You catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around the corner and someone saw my grin. And when he smiled, I realised I passed it on to him. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic quick and get the world infected.
Done. Well done.
See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.